Why Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's extradition to Nigeria will forever remain a pipe dream. Yes, Biafrans, from the Office of the USB Information, Telecommunication and Postal Services, written by Mazi Obinna Victor Uzoaganobi. And if you all are active online, you discover that most of those medias that spreaded that fake news about the extradition of Mazi Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria, they have started debunking that news. So it's forever never gonna be possible, with some of the reasons I'll be reading out from this message. Okay, all you got to do is to share this message, tag your friends, because I do know that genuine Biafrans really love Mazi Simon Ekpa, and all of us, none of us want anything to happen to him. Okay, so disregard that fake news coming from those medias. They have already started debunking it. Right now, let me read out this message from the USB Information, Telecommunication and Postal Services. Now I go. Why Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's extradition to Nigeria will forever remain a pipe dream, by Mazi Obinna Victor Uzoaganobi, USB Information, Telecommunication and Postal Services. Social media platforms have been agog with speculation about the extradition of Simon Ekpa, a Finnish Biafra citizen, to Nigeria. Even after Simon Ekpa's attorney and Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Ezubika-Orabeze of the United States of Biafra government debunked claims of an extradition request, a surprising number of anti-Biafrans, anti-Igbos, and anti-Ekpa dissent in Nigeria cling to the illusion that Simon Ekpa's repatriation is imminent. The hard truth, however, is that Nigerians' hope of seeing Simon Ekpa extradited back to Nigeria for prosecution are as fanciful as a pregnant camel passing through the eye of a needle. Finland briefly played into Nigeria's hands when it detained Simon Ekpa following a petition from Nigeria's Foreign Affairs Minister Bianca Ojukwu. This move, however, was a misstep rather than a prelude to extradition. Finland's legal system operates under strict protocols, and the absence of a bilateral extradition treaty with Nigeria is a formidable barrier. Are you getting it? The Finnish Act on Extradition governs such matters, relying on international agreements like the European Convention on Extradition, which includes councils of Europe member states and select non-members such as Israel, South Korea, and South Africa. Nigeria, notably, is not part of this framework. Finland also has bilateral extradition treaties with countries like the United States, Canada, and Australia, but Nigeria is conspicuously absent from this list. So, in the absence of a treaty, extradition is discretionary and subject to stringent conditions under Finnish law. These include dual criminality. The offense must be punishable in both countries, a minimum penalty threshold of 1 year imprisonment, and robust human rights safeguards such as guarantees of fair trial and protection against torture or inhuman treatment. Most critically, Finland rarely extradites its own nationals outside Europe or Nordic country, a policy that directly applies to Simon Ekpa, a Finnish citizen. Nigeria's pursuit of Simon Ekpa's extradition is further undermined by its own track record. The extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of all the indigenous people of Biafra, remains a glaring stain on Nigeria's international reputation, which you and I know. Despite an appellate court ruling declaring Kanu innocent and ordering his release, the Nigeria government under President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has blatantly kept him detained, piling on new charges that is nothing short of politically motivated. This flagrant disregard for judicial ruling and international norms makes it highly unlikely that Finland, a nation with a strong commitment to human rights, would entertain Nigeria's extradition request for Simon Ekpa. Moreover, Nigeria has failed to provide credible evidence to Finnish authorities linking Ekpa to alleged terrorist activities in Nigeria without substantiated proof. Finland has no legal basis to proceed with extradition, even if it were inclined to do so. The case of Kanu serves as a cautionary tale. Nigeria's tactics of kidnapping, torturing, and unlawful rendition may have worked once, but the international community is now watching closely. Finland, in particular, is unlikely to risk its reputation by handing over one of its citizens to a government with a questionable human rights violation record. For those in Nigeria still hoping for Ekpa's extradition, the lesson is clear. The Nigeria government's past successes in bending international norms will not be repeated with Simon Ekpa. His case underscores the limit of Nigeria's influence when faced with nations like Finland, which prioritizes legal integrity and human rights. Ekpa's situation is not just a legal battle, it is a stark reminder that the world is not as malleable as some in Nigeria might believe. Also,
if you want to be noticed today in Nigeria, call yourself one thing. You can give yourself even Ibozurume when we're doing Ibozurume. Take one name now, just write Simon Ekpa. You drag Simon Ekpa to Washington, you drag Simon Ekpa. The law, let us look at this prophecy that is coming from a man of God, a Yoruba man. He have said in Biafra land, in Igbo land, he see God crowning, wearing many people clothes of honor. He said that the way he's seen even Simon Ekpa, that government should rise and negotiate before it's late. That the way they are looking at Simon Ekpa as a small boy, that is still a giant in him. And what he said that Simon Ekpa currently is in Finland under the authorities of that government. But for a man of God to come out to say, see what I'm seeing, does he excite you?
No, to me, most of.
Or do you believe it?
Most of them they are saying
that Simon Ekpa is bigger than what they are looking at.
No, let's go this is Simon Ekpa is left is 40-something years now or 40 years now. Simon Ekpa is a young man. You know, when you are a young person, we have more strength to do whatever you want to do. Now, the way Nigeria looks at Simon Ekpa before, they look Simon Ekpa like little ants. That Simon Ekpa cannot do anything. The same way they see Martin now, they can't start this thing. Now, they use that ant see Simon Ekpa. But that small ant they are seeing, the small ants start beginning, adding weight.
Becoming bigger.
Adding bigger. And make media, everybody focus when Simon Ekpa is. Nigeria say, whoa, this small ant don't be big. From there, immediately Simon Ekpa say convention in a fair land and put the date. That's when Nigeria rise up, say, hey, that's true.
It's no longer a small boy.
It's not a small boy. Now, what that prophet said, to me, is true. But now, Nigeria already sees Simon Ekpa as a big fish. It's not a small fish. And Nigeria already sees Simon Ekpa as a big fish. And they find by all means, to bring Simon Ekpa down. But the problem Nigeria will have that if they not return the clock fast, what they will see in future is more worse than what they are seeing now. That's what the angle I see that prophecy is going, because Simon Ekpa is already big now.
Because he's advising government that before it's late, call this man and talk to him.
Revise it back
and negotiate with
Simon Ekpa. And to him to negotiate with Simon Ekpa, number one, Martin Anikani must out, Simon Ekpa must out.
Because the man is saying he's in a position or rather a situation where by the time they will approach him to say, let us talk, he will say, no, it's late.
Yeah, it's true.
They are not ready to negotiate again.
It's true.
What I need is the freedom of my people, which is Biafra. You believe it?
I believe it, but what the angle I'm looking at is that it's not a negotiation. What to me the man of God tried to say, to my own opinion, that when the Biafra goes, can Nigeria have business with the Biafrans? That's negotiation they're supposed to try to do before it's too late. That's if make Biafra to go back without the same thing happened 1963. I don't think that relationship between Biafra and Nigeria will be again. What they're supposed to do in Nigeria, that they know, Nigeria know that whether Nigeria like it or not, Biafra must go. What Nigeria need to do now to try to have more relationship with the Biafra. That's when the Biafra goes, they still have that relationship as where Biafra go leave Nigeria. They can come as a neighbor country, use leg and cross to Biafra land. Biafra use leg come to Nigeria land. That's one thing I want to Nigeria to do,
so that we can have good diplomatic relationship.
Yes.
But the way it is, you understand that we have seen a man who is of course from Finland, who have made it very clear that he's very optimistic that this play, Simon Ekpa will be a free man. How do you see that?
Yeah, because why I believe that one, and I'm happy. Number one, I'm very happy to Finland government, because if you say it's a British government, like this and that, they already bring Simon Ekpa in Nigeria. The Finland government, with everything Nigeria said and some passing will pass, and Finland government still hold their citizens for the Finland there, and they are still doing their investigation to know what this Nigeria say. Is it truth? You can come and say Lawrence is a criminal, I'm somebody, a murderer. You need to arrest me and do what? And do investigation. After the investigation, you will say that my hand is innocent. What will you do? That you will leave me to go. Are you getting me? That's what happened by Simon Ekpa and Finland and the Nigeria. Nigeria bring many accusations from Simon Ekpa head, and the Finland government need to do thoroughly research to know what Nigeria say. Is it true? After they do the whole research, they say Simon Ekpa is free. They will do what? They will release Simon Ekpa and do what? And settle Simon Ekpa.
So it means Simon Ekpa will laugh last.
100. Well.
And they say he who laugh last, laugh the best.
Yes. And that's what is going on.
And in that case, what do you think will be the fate of Nigeria?
My brother,
they will beat them bye-bye.
One thing about, say Finland and Nigeria don't have common thing. But what the fate of Nigeria in international world? They will bring themselves so low.
They will become bold.
The small tata can match Nigeria and go.
Let me say, baby, thank you for your time. We hope to have you next time. This is South Africa.